meticulous and fussy behaviors needed for competition obedience. What we're going to be working on today, I'm just going to show you a little bit about what we're going to be working on in this class. We're going to be working a lot on working on your body and teaching your dog to read your cues, because so many times the dogs don't do the right behavior because your cues are off. All right, so just to give you a little demonstration, see how she's following my head and following my head and then following my head. So guess what? That works for recalls, doesn't it? Because you can even do, in fact, I'm going to give you a quick demo. Here, baby. Sit. Stay. Now I'm doing off-center. And I'm going to look at her and I'm going to pull her in with my head. Come. Nice. Very, very nice. So I'm going to show you again. Emma. Here. Sit. Stay. Sit, stay. No, just stay. It's all right. So I'm off. Sit. She's killing me. And this is okay. My dogs are not perfect. Sit. I don't expect them to. If my dogs were 100% perfect, all of my ribbons would be blue, and they're not. Stay. Emma, come. Good. Very nice. Okay, so we're going to work on that. We're going to work on body posture for turns. And you can see my head and my shoulders are telling the dog what to do. So we're going to work on that as well. We're going to work on a whole bunch of things. We're going to work on the drop-on recall. Come here, baby girl. Let's show them your drop-on recall. Sit, please. Stay. Good girl. Emma, come. Lie down. Emma, come. Good. Nice. Very, very nice. Go find it. We're going to work on your footwork for halt, for takeoff. We're going to work on some go-out behaviors. Teaching the dogs from scratch, and then also teaching some dogs that had some issues. So we'll take you through a few potential problems that you may have. Another thing that we're going to work on is, and you're going to see in this course, I have lots of different dogs. I don't just have Border Collies and Shelties and the typical obedience breeds. You know, I do have some Aussies. I have Finn, my little Sheltie. I have Emma, the Border Collie. But, you know, I have a Poolie. I have a Poodle. We've got a New Guinea singing dog, you know, not really bred for competition obedience. So you're going to see a lot of different dogs. Shiba Inu, you're going to see a lot of different dogs in the course. And one of the things, because I do have this little guy, I've also learned that, okay, there's some little dog problems. So we address some of those. So, you know, little dogs tend to go wide. Straight. That's it, get in. Yes, good. So you see, I'm just, you know, just a little tip. I'm fading to the right so that he comes in nice and close, and then I'm reinforcing him for close. So the course is filled with tons of little tips like that that will help you for whatever problem that you have. So we're also going to work on variable reinforcement with reinforcement variety. The thing that I see the most problem with any methodology, whether it's positive training, whether it's traditional training, it's still the same problem. People still, we're so creatures of habit, we get stuck on click one treat, click one treat, click one treat. So what happens is the dog starts to scallop, not the fish. They start to scallop. They come in, they get their fix, and then they leave. And then they come in and they get their fix, and then they leave. And you see a lot of that in the ring, where people use a lot of food or a lot of reinforcement when they're training, but they don't fade it out and they don't change it up. So that the dog just ends up, you just lose your dog when you're trialing. So if that's what's happening for you when you're trialing, or if you're going to a match and you decide, okay, I'm not going to use any food, and your dog won't come near you, or they leave you, you know, they're with you for a little bit and then they leave you, well, that's probably what the problem is. So we're going to work on that and many, many other things in the online course. Cleaning up your act, the fussy and meticulous behaviors for competition obedience.